Hello, everyone. It is Thursday night, and we are spanning the globe again. I am back after a week long absence. I was at church camp last week, and I came back with a little bit of an illness, so a little under the weather. So, if you will bear with me, I'm going to have the other guys kind of carry the show, but I will be here. I want to thank everyone for joining us again. We have such loyal viewers. We love each and every one of you. Invite you to come on if you ever want to show off your collections. Let me get the banners going here. Um, I'll bring the other hosts on here in just a second, but I want to remind everybody that this show is sponsored by Mark Leather, Championship Belt Releathering for all your releathering needs, and by Unique Spirit, Championship Belts. Be sure you check them out. They do really, really good work. And so we will bring on our hosts from the great Sunshine State of Florida, the promo artist you do not want to meet in a dark alley, Mr. Richard Ward, aka the Warden.
Well, good evening, everybody.
Good
Good to have you back, Mark.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Don't adjust your sets. If I look sick, it's because I am. I got a bad cough, so I'll be muted a lot.
You always
also-
look like that. No, I'm just joking.
And also joining us from the great state of Ohio, I call him a tiger. He's a Cincinnati Bengal because his wife calls him a tiger. Mr. Andy Bulger.
Hey,
I screwed that up
everybody.
because I didn't have the script on. So
Welcome back, Mark.
thank you. Good to be back. I missed you guys. I did catch a show. I did catch a show last week. It was a really good show.
had
And
a
we
lot of
have
fun.
another. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just telling Richard, we had a lot of fun, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we had tons of fun. It was good.
While the cat's away, the mice played.
Yeah.
What's up, Jake?
Anyway,
And we have a special guest tonight, or joining us for a little bit, Mr. Rusty Miller. He's been with us before. Welcome
Hey
to the show.
guys,
He's still adjusting
trying to
his
just get
camera.
situated here. I'm in Florida right now, so I don't have really any player to sit my phone.
Ah, okay.
So I'm trying to adjust it.
Well, look who's commenting.
Norm!
Nor. Good evening,
What's
Platinum.
up, Nor?
Good evening, Platinum.
Andy got his sign already.
Yeah,
What's up, Big Ben? What's up, Jake?
Mr. Jake Keel. That reminds me, I forgot to mention this a minute ago. This YouTube portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. Those guys. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on a second. There we go. The Brothers of Kayfabe podcast on Apple Podcasts and at that Linktree link right there. They are out of Oklahoma City and do a really good job on their show. I've been on their show, so really, really nice guys. So I want to thank
for
them
the help
for the
last
partnership.
week, Jake, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake was a big help to Richard last week in my absence because I forgot to tell Richard a couple of things on how to run the show. And then we got Mr. Ben Walker. Whoops. I can't click.
Oh no!
Hey,
Hey,
Russ,
Ben.
what part of Florida are you in?
I'm in Fort Lauderdale right now.
Oh, wow, you're south of me.
It's not spring
Yeah.
break.
That's awesome.
No. My dad's not doing good, so I flew down. My brother's not doing his due diligence, so
yeah.
I had to come down here and take care of things and make sure my dad's okay because he wasn't answering the phone, and my brother won't go up there and check on him. So I flew
Jake,
down
was
this
that-
morning. I'll be here till
Awesome.
Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Jake, was that still the Myriad in 1998? Or was it the Cox Convention Center? I don't know.
Oh,
Well, I'll be doing
wow.
much better when I get over this this bad cold I got. So it was the Myriad. Okay. The predecessor to the now the Paycom Center where the Oklahoma City Thunder play, right across the
Is
street.
it the Myriad where Dr. Death beat Big Bubba?
Yep. That's the same. Yeah.
July of
start.
'87.
Maybe I'll ask Russ this question.
What's
Let's
that?
see if you can figure this out. Kevin James went to high school and played basketball with what professional wrestler?
Oh yeah.
Mick Foley.
Well, think about it for a minute. Give some thought.
Wasn't that pretty cool?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the Myriad was a hotbed for Mid South Wrestling. It was.
That was why I think they had Doc win it there.
He's talking about WCW though. I didn't realize WCW performed in the Myriad. I didn't know that.
I'm sure after that, because by that point, Crockett was getting ready to absorb the UWF. I think later that summer, if they didn't already have it.
Richard's got his belt to show. They'll show you the belt of the week. Let's
That was
take a look at it.
87, wasn't it, Russ?
Yep, July '87. The same night was it Greensboro or Charlotte? Nikita lost the U.S. title to Luger. I think that same week.
Wow.
Okay.
Richard's got a new belt he wants to show us. This is new belt week.
I tried to show it last week, but I was on my laptop, so the quality wasn't
You
that
also
great.
have this. You also have the narrow screen. I noticed.
Yeah, and I was side
Yeah.
by side.
Looking
That's
good,
beautiful.
Richard. Looking
I
Is
mean,
that
good.
this
Wow.
thing is fantastic.
Jaguar tan.
Yep,
Yep, told you, man.
Good looking.
I'm
dude.
looking forward to my CWA.
Jagu John, right?
Jagu John. Even the leather in the back. I don't know what leather it is, but it's phenomenal.
Looks great.
Hey guys, when my brother shows up, because I didn't tell anybody I was coming, so
Oh,
when he
okay.
shows up, I might have to jump off for a little bit.
That's
Bring him
fine.
on.
From
Yeah.
Bring
You
him
come
on.
on too.
Yeah.
No, he won't. No, he doesn't know anything about wrestling. I don't want him to be a jackass. So
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Well, Gianni's already commenting, so
Mark's
it's-
got something for that.
it's
yeah.
8:00. He's not here yet, so I don't know when he'll show up. But when he does, he's going to ask what I'm doing here. But I'm going to tell him straight out, Dad asked me to come because you don't come and see him.
We got to have Landon Bumgarner on the show.
What's up, Platinum?
He's the one that told me about the Brothers Kayfabe podcast, so I need to get him on the show. He interviewed me on their show, so I got to get him on here. He's a busy guy. Now we're going to show you the belt of the week, and I showed this belt off a couple weeks ago, but I actually shot a video for this thing so you get a better look at it. So, without further ado, this is the NWA Cast Tag Team Championship. There it
That's
is.
a nice belt.
the
Love that
detail on
belt.
that belt, that detail on that belt's incredible.
Yep.
There
I've
it
had
is.
2 or 3 sets of Milliken ones.
Seems like everybody works on Thursday nights. A lot of people try to get on the show work on Thursday nights, so I might do a pre-recorded show with him sometime.
I do my this is my in between week where I worked last week. I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then this week I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Ah.
And then this morning I flew down here.
Gianni, if you want to call Andy, you're going to have to use a rotary dial phone, and good luck with that.
You're gonna have to use a beeper.
Yeah,
have
I
to
believe
call
my
Sarah.
service
Sarah?
down.
And I think I showed this one off before, too. I don't remember if I did or not, but
Yeah, that's gorgeous. That is.
I just did this one not very long ago. And Rusty, I want to ask you something about this. Have you seen
Yes.
the original?
Oh yeah, many times.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question about this because I went back
It
and
doesn't-
forth with Unique on this. Unique made this belt, by the way. I just did
The lip on the edge of the plate, right?
Yeah. Are those supposed to be
Yeah,
there?
no, it doesn't have- No, it's not supposed to be.
I didn't think so. See, I went back and
No.
forth on that, and what I thought was a lip was the backing steel plate that was protruding around the edges.
Yeah,
And
because it's those the old plates were 2 pieces.
Oh, okay.
I got it when I get home. I don't know that I have it on my phone. I'll have to look. I've got a picture of Tully holding part and Baby Doll holding part.
Oh, okay. All right.
One of them's holding the main plate and the other part's got the belt.
Okay. You're welcome, Ben. And Ben, I want to talk to you about something after the show sometime, but I'll talk to you about that show.
Gianni, remember if you call Andy, it's 8675309.
That's it.
BR 549. BR 549.
Junior samples.
And then Mark, you'll be getting my plates from Unique Spirit.
Yeah. He contacted me today and
Oh.
said he's shipping them to me. I told him to hold them till he sends mine and just send them all at one time.
And I ordered the World Class Tag Team belts too.
Nice.
I'm curious to see how those work out because I sent him the artwork for it.
And he told me you did.
I got them from a a middleman or former middleman whose name I will not utter on this show. So
Yeah.
You mean the
Mentioned-
artwork?
Yeah.
Is he like 3 feet tall?
I
I'm
don't know.
seriously contemplating that license plate belt that I told you about, that custom,
Oh
The
yeah.
one, the one
the
that Tommy,
hardcore title.
one that Tommy
Yeah.
Dreamer had.
Yeah, but I want it not with made. I want it made as a belt without
Yeah.
the having the phony plate glued to it and stuff like that.
Yeah, they can do that. I've seen a couple of them etched.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the world class tag, I got one here. I think it was made by Muhammad Asif. I'm not sure. Let me get it.
I started putting my classics up.
Do you guys have the Holy Grail NWA belt, the one that was before the Dome Globe?
No, but I want
No.
one.
I got one from a Thief. It's a little big, but it's beautiful.
Let me put
I don't
this
mind
one.
if they're a little bit bigger.
No, this one's.
That's what she said.
man. yeah.
That's a gorgeous.
That's nice.
belt.
Thank
I
you.
love
Now I
that.
did the leather on this, but the leather cut is not quite accurate. This should not
Right.
swoop down, like it should come out a little bit further
Yeah.
and then curve.
On a lot of the
I'm already-
belts, it's that way. A lot of the guys cut it like to the plate.
Yeah. Well, I think we're cut to the plate up there, but down here, I think it's supposed to curve about 3/4 of the way across that deal where it comes out. More of a flare.
Those are sweet belts.
They are. I've never seen any with this plate shape before.
It's
They're
one of
not
the
very
best looking
big.
tag belt. It's one
No,
of the
they're
best
not very
looking
big.
tag belts in my
If you
opinion.
Yeah.
If you can
to
find
have it.
pictures, the World Wrestling Council tag team belts that are similar.
Oh,
I have a set that Reggie made me that are custom tags, but it's got the top of it. It's got the bottom like that, and then the top of it is like the UWF tag.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. I love those belts.
Did you get the Undertaker biography on AEW
No, I didn't know it was on AEW because I thought they were different promotions. But
or A&E? My bad. A&E. My brain's
I know
somewhere
I'm
else.
just ribbing you.
It-
No,
it
on
doesn't
my
matter.
I don't have cable. I have YouTube TV, and A&E is not on there.
Oh
It's
man,
not. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And besides
got
that,
YouTube
after
TV.
after all this time, there's nothing on all these biographies that we all don't already know.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't know-
So unless they're going to spring something on us, like he's having an affair with Michelle McCool and Sarah, I'm not interested.
I'm a Taker fan, so I watch that.
Oh, I'm Love Taker. He's awesome. I met him twice. He's a great guy.
Wow.
I got him and Hogan are the two biggest ones I want on my bucket list.
Met him one time.
Did you guys see Ric Flair responded to Jericho's promo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man,
Yeah,
he's
so-
kind of mean too.
He roasted him bad.
oh wow.
I don't remember Jericho ever busting on Flair.
I didn't either.
I
I
don't
don't know where
either.
that came from.
Huh.
But Flair's training
you guys-
hard. I've seen the videos of him training.
You guys heard Kurt Angle called Jericho the GOAT. Now he took it back.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I mean, Jericho is awesome, and he's Hall of Famer for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But and I like how he keeps reinventing himself. Like now he's the Wizard.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I've got to
Yeah.
start watching AEW. I just
I heard he
Reinvented.
trademarked it.
Nice. Well, I got
That's
a
what I
feeling
heard.
next
Yeah.
we're going to see FTR win the tag belts because I don't think the Young Bucks want to put FTR over. So now the Young Bucks gave the belts last night to Lee and Swerve, and then I got a feeling FTR is not going to be long taking it from them.
I hope so.
What story are you referring to, Gianni?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Who knows? He operates to his own drummer. Shouldn't he be on like a Tuesday night podcast or something?
I mean, there's not a lot of times during the week unless I'm off or somebody does one on a Saturday that I can get on because by the time I get home on a Thursday night or Friday night, I'm too tired.
Yeah.
And
I
then
usually
gotta turn
split
right back
these in a
on and be
workout.
back to work.
Oh, about meeting Taker. Okay.
What's up,
No.
Nathan? Nathan's in the
Is that
room.
Nathan?
Yep.
Nathan,
Hey,
you guys click on
Facebook
the
user,
stream.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, that's Nathan. Hardest It's our guy who gets us guests sometimes.
Nice.
If you are watching this show on Facebook and you want to comment, please be sure to click on the StreamYard link so that your name appears on the screen so we know who we're talking to. Or you can switch over to YouTube and go to the Wide World of Belts channel and click on the link there. You don't have to click on anything
That
else.
was actually David Babel that said, "Hey, Rusty."
Oh, it's David Babel. Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
David.
hey.
Hey, David. Want to
Hope things
send
are
the
going-
thoughts and
oh,
prayers.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
and
sorry
my
about
condolence to you and your family.
Yeah,
sorry to
thinking
hear about the loss of
brother.
your mother. Yeah.
Oh, Dave, so sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I might have seen that. Today I was traveling, so I didn't see a lot.
Do you remember me telling you guys about that Days with Jordan the Lion YouTube page?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. He drove past me about 35 miles north of me yesterday, going out taking Route 66.
Oh, really?
Nice.
He did a video.
He does
He
great.
released the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
he,
like we talked about before, he did the thing where he went to Kamala's grave and just saw that itty
Yeah.
bitty sign. So the headstone, Vince could easily fix that. I mean, I don't know why somebody,
Well,
Imagine if each fan would take $1 and send it into an account or something, and we
Well,
all chip
GoFundMe
in
would-
and get him one.
you could get a GoFundMe, real quick
yeah. I
if
mean,
his
Vince-
family wants to do that. But yeah, it's
Vince-
really sad. He's in an
Vince
unmarked
treated
grave.
him like crap. I mean,
But yeah, Vince
Who's
ain't gonna
that?
do anything for him.
Kamala.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I met
just
him
crazy
at a
to
couple
see
shows.
see
He
our
was at a couple of the
legends.
shows. He was a nice guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard he's a great guy.
Crazy to see our legends treated like that. After all the
Sad,
stuff
isn't it?
they've done.
Sugar Bear Harris.
They all did it. All those guys, all the promoters, they're there to. God love them all, but all they do is take. And unless you're like Kamala was a pretty big star.
Very big. Yeah.
But you take and take, and then when they're done, like I could never believe, like in the '80s, that Pedro Morales was ever the world champion because they would job him out, and Gurria and Rene Goulet and all these guys. Because when you read back into history, these guys were big time. And Sweet Hansen, but he never jobbed Bruno like that.
Yeah, but you know what? All these guys fought the great ones.
Yep.
I just somebody posted on Facebook or I saw it somewhere where Larry Zbyszko turned on Bruno. I'd never seen that video before.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
brutal.
think I did neither.
I'd heard about it, but I never saw it.
Oh, it's
I think it
brutal.
was yesterday.
It shocked the world
I'm sure it did.
back then. And again, I watch it and read stories about it, and if you just watch the magnitude of, this is when people believed. This is before the internet, where everybody could, all these.
Kayfabe was kayfabe.
Well, let's just face it. A lot of the guys, that are putting out their opinions on the whole Jordan Grace thing and all the other stuff. These guys are fat tubs of goo that don't even get out of their house. And I mean, you're commenting on wrestling, and you couldn't take a bump to save your life. Yeah. And I get we're all fans. It was just like Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Those guys couldn't be in that league if they tried. And you're commenting on these pros that no way.
That's like the
think
guys
Jim-
that go up in the nosebleed section of the football stadium and drink beer and talk about how I could throw a better pass than that.
Oh yeah.
Right. But it's like Jim Rome should have learned with Jim Everett.
Yeah, Chris.
Which, when he said, "I'll bet you won't do it," he goes, "I bet I will, Chris." And man, I didn't
was
realize
on.
until Everett stood up how big he was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's
What
either
is-
that or how small Jim Rome was.
I don't understand some of these guys antagonizing these athletes. Like some of these guys antagonizing Barkley. What are you thinking?
Like the jocks back in high school when they grow old, they get older and they're like nobody's now. Oh, I could do better than that.
Yeah.
You know who's good at putting people in their place like that? And I'm not a big fan of his anyway.
Mark Laverty.
Bubba Ray.
Oh yeah.
Bubba Ray. I'll
Oh,
tell
Mark.
you.
I've got
Yeah, he's-
place. I got place for Mark Laverty. I'm going to go to get some leather on Saturday and start on his belt. So,
Nice.
and I just finished a belt for Carmine Sabia. I don't know if I have a picture on my laptop or not. Let me see if I can find
Who?
it. Carmine
Who?
Sabia. Who?
I think I've heard that.
Hey Russ,
He's-
remember this?
I don't
Yeah, I
have
sold
it.
mine for $250.
Did you?
I
I
had
don't
two
have
of
it,
them.
but I can get it.
I just couldn't do the figures anymore. They were taking over everything with the belts, and I just had nowhere to put everything. So I sold
I know.
them all.
I got this whole side of the room as figures. I got to
Yeah,
make
I
room
don't-
for belts.
Yeah, I don't. I can't do everything. I mean, I still have some figures that that have been sitting on the shelf for years that are going to stay there because they got the belts on them. But I have a few things like AJ Styles because when I first started in the little part of the business that I did, he was there, and he was, I told everybody one day this guy's going to be the next Shawn Michaels, and now I think he's eclipsed that.
Yeah.
I agree.
And so it was, to see that, and I mean,
Yes,
at least
I
you got
did, Jake. I won it.
I was there for that.
Yeah,
Styles and
I
Jim.
collect the figures with my kid. That's something that we do.
There you go. See, that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
The belts are my thing. The figures are our thing. Then
Yeah,
he's a
I
big
understand.
Pokemon fan, so he goes out. We go out hunting for Pokemon and all that.
There you go.
Okay,
How
this
many
is the
viewers
belt
we
I
got
just.
tonight?
Go ahead.
How many viewers we got tonight?
Right now we have 11.
Nice.
Yep.
We have 11. This is the belt I completed for Carmine Sabia. He just got it yesterday and said he really likes it.
Nice. I never liked that particular belt. I was never a fan of it. Just
I liked it till I got it in hand, and that's just like with the Winged Eagle. I wasn't that impressed when I got it. It's a beautiful belt. It's just not something I never followed. That promotion. So
I
But,
did for a time, but if they're the world champion, it should say world heavyweight champion.
Mhm.
That's my opinion.
nice, Nor. Very nice, very nice. Wait, hold on.
Roar!
And not a lot of people are old enough to remember when that show was actually on.
Yeah. Everybody knows your name.
Wow, we're already at 21 comments already.
I remember when they aired that episode, I stayed up to watch. I think I was like 23. And by the time they went to the Tonight Show, the whole cast was drunk. You could tell. They were all red. It was so
I
funny.
remember that. That was hilarious.
Oh, it was so
I
funny.
think it's Platinum I had rolling the other night with my comments on on BAM. I don't remember what I was saying, but Platinum was laughing at me.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was,
I got one of them in my collection, and it's already TV accurate.
The Teenage Wildcat.
Yep. That's the one I restoned myself.
Oh, okay. So you're a stoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not a
Yeah,
midnight toker.
That's just not my thing, the whole stoning thing. But
No, man, mine either.
If
Not
I'm
even the
getting-
Rolling Stones.
Because of
people
my
are
legs,
happy with it, go for it.
because of my legs, I had the medical marijuana, and it gets me through some, pain, and when the
Right.
legs get stiff as can be. So it does work. I don't go getting high, but it does help with my legs. Thank God.
Sure.
Nothing
Something.
wrong with that.
Because you use it correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
I'll tell you, to be honest with you, give me that over any pain medication.
I agree.
Don't threaten
You
me,
know
Mark.
I tell
Yeah.
people all the time, whether it's pain medication, marijuana, cigarettes, addiction's addiction.
Yeah, it is.
True.
And it's
Belts-
a horrible,
belts are an
horrible
addiction.
disease. It's a horrible disease.
Yep.
Belts are not an addiction. Belts are a lifestyle.
Yeah, they're a
Except
disease.
you can't take them in a tub with you like you can the dolls.
Oh, man.
Oh, you can take the place off the leather, I guess.
Well, Damian
Yeah,
Priest brought his in the hot tub.
Yeah, I remember that North American title. What the hell are they doing with that whole faction? It just
Okay, I have a prediction here. I think, and I've been waiting this for a while. I think we're finally going to see Dominic turn on his father and join.
That's what we
That
were
could
talking
happen.
about last week.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, you're welcome to come on. Rusty's just a friend. He
Yeah,
was
'cause
he was an unplanned guest, and
I
he
know
may
they-
drop off anytime.
I know
I'll
they
tell you
lost Cody and they had to get a major face. They brought Edge, but it just killed what they just built. Why kill it so quick?
Well, I heard they're letting Edge do what he originally wanted to do.
Hmm.
That's another thing I heard.
I think they should surprise everybody and turn Mysterio heel. Ray.
That's what I was thinking. I do
Have
think
Ray
there's
have all black.
between
And have the
Dominic and Ray,
contacts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind of fight or something.
We'll send Jake the link.
I showed my wife a picture of Rey Mysterio without the mask. She's like, "Oh
He's
my
like a
god!"
kid.
Yeah, I said he looks like he's 20 years old.
He does.
He walked by us. I was at SmackDown in Columbus one time, and he came out, and he walked by us. We were on the rail right there by the ramp, and he walked by, and my buddy turns to me and goes, "Dude, my daughter's taller than him."
I don't feel good, Jake. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can just come in anytime he wants to. He's got the StreamYard subscription. So, Platinum makes a good point here. He said belts don't argue with you when you bring another belt home.
Exactly.
They also don't break your heart.
Belts
Hey,
are
you
very
just tell your wife you
cooperative.
won it in a raffle.
And all
There
the
you
belts,
That
all
only
the belts-
worked so long.
all the belts get along too.
They do.
Yeah, they don't
These belts
fight.
have never had a fight ever.
Yeah.
If you
Not
keep
that
it
you
up,
know
you're
of.
going to the bottom shelf. No.
Yeah.
You don't know. You're not in the room at night. You're in the, when you're not there at work. You know, you never know.
This is my bedroom. Of course, I'm here at night.
What about
And I
when you're
work in the
sleeping?
kitchen. I work in the kitchen.
I'll make you guys. I'll make you guys laugh. I was telling
Stories
one of
those
the-
belts could tell, Mark.
one of the residents where I work. I said, when I do work at the house, I listen to live albums. She's like, why? I said, well, after I'm done with the job, they applaud.
Here's Mr.
Jake.
Jake Keel
Hold on.
from the Brothers of Cafe
Hey,
podcast. Welcome.
What's up,
Welcome.
Jake?
Welcome
Send him
back.
a link. I didn't even need to.
Just chilling tonight. Been watching some old WCW and just trying to get ready. We just cleaned out the car this weekend. I'm making my wrestling commentary debut in McAllister, Oklahoma. So
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Ready.
that's right. You got that big event coming up.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
got NCWO. Heat is on, and
Do you-
I'm making my.
Do you have a graphic for that you can put up on
Yeah.
the screen?
Give me 1 second. Let me upload that.
I'll let you do that.
We need merch. We need merch.
Yeah, there it is.
Damn. So that is my version of the poster. That is we did individual posters for each talent on the show. We're gonna be this is the I believe 8th event that NCWO has put on. They've developed a huge following there and they keep getting better each week. Each month they go on. The guy that runs it, Richard Bedford, he really knows what he's doing out there. So July, what did that say? July 16th, this Saturday, J.I. Stipe Center, McAllister, Oklahoma. It's going to be a hell of a show. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
What's so far
Nice.
out of 10, but I'm only going to Oklahoma City on Saturday. So,
Oh,
but I'm gonna catch one of your shows one of these days in Oklahoma City. I'm gonna catch one of
well,
your shows.
I'm trying to talk him into doing a show in Oklahoma City. So stay tuned. He said because the promotion's still so fresh, that he wants to stick to McAllister for a little bit, but he's going to start branching out. I've got a few ideas for him. So
Build your town before you branch off. Build your town.
Gianni's sharing pictures from his OnlyFans account. Let me see.
Oh jeez.
Uh-oh, run.
Yeah.
Is it his OnlyFans account because he's the only fan?
Ah. I'm gonna create an OnlyFeed account.
Oh God.
with the way these
Only
gas
feet.
prices keep going up, I might have to make one.
Yeah. keep going.
I'll tell you, if you want funny pictures for an OnlyFans account, you ever seen the movie Spy with Melissa McCarthy and Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When his pictures with the camera, and then the girls are seeing it, it's the big, and I'm like, you should just make up pictures and just do that just to be funny.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna show this picture Gianni sent because we were just talking about this. It's uploading. Bear with me. Jake, that's about the first time I've seen you. You're not wearing that Ric Flair shirt.
Pretty much. The only time that we've met, man, what a picture of
Yeah.
About
Ray.
97 right there.
He
97.
looks like a little kid.
It looks like he
Well,
just
that's
That's
came
because
out
he
of
was a
puberty.
little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sti-
He was
started
only
when he
like
was like 14.
20 or so there.
Yeah.
He started when he was 14.
Yeah.
And then when
I
he
met.
had the points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I met Jake in Oklahoma City. Showed him some of my belts a few months ago, and he was wearing that Ric Flair shirt. And I don't know if I have the picture or not. Let me see if I have it here.
I want the
I've-
Mick Foley one.
I'm wearing we did our gender reveal for our first child at WrestleMania this year. So I've got the shirts we were wearing. Dad 316.
Oh,
And,
that's awesome.
My wife
That's
has
cool.
one that says Mom 316, and then the baby has one that says Moxley 316 in pink. So
Oh
yeah.
wow, that's cool.
I never get another wrestling shirt in my life. I'll be happy. I've got way too many.
Oh, I don't have it on my laptop. I'm sure I got it on my phone though. But
That's
hold on a
awesome.
sec.
give me 1 second. I know my wife has it. So
Okay.
I'll wear a wrestling shirt once every few months, and that's about it. Even when I go to the Charlotte show, I don't wear wrestling. I don't.
I wear them daily.
Well, because people around me don't get it.
Yeah.
Russ-
They don't get it.
Rusty, I don't think I go like a week without putting on at least 3 wrestling shirts.
No. Oh, yeah. I saw that.
I forgot. I went into work. I got called in one night, and I wore my boots to ashes. So luckily, the guy's room I went to, he was like, "What does that mean? Boots to asses?" He goes, "Who you kicking?" I'm like, "No, it's a wrestling shirt." He goes, "Oh, now I get it."
Gianni, I made that jacket.
He's a
And none of
seamster.
y'all have a picture of yourself kissing the Blarney Stone wearing the Austin 316 shirt. I do.
Oh man.
That's pretty cool.
Just sent you
And I
something.
had the other one. I had the other shirt that said that I was over in Ireland, so I didn't care. So I had the other one that said "Other Side, Jackass."
Hey,
Okay.
Mark, I just sent you that picture.
Okay, Andy's sending one too. I'll get here in a second. We'll get yours up first.
Rusty, I have a question. Do you have your own action figure? Because I do.
Oh man.
I gotta get me one.
I gotta see
Something
that.
about-
Zooming in.
Something about playing with
wait,
my
wait.
action figure in the tub seems a little creepy.
Put that back up there. Put that back up there.
Wow.
this
That's
is-
awesome. Who did that?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're
So-
gonna hook me up.
Man, I need a warden one.
I'm working
gonna
on
try it.
another one. I'm working on a Dr. Death right now. So
Nice.
Whoops. Oops.
Gotta-
Okay.
gotta finish up the boots. I've got the flames and the Dr. Death logos for the side.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the flames. Yeah.
I
And,
had somebody
looked
draw
into
up a
buying
rendering. Do you remember the Nails version of the small wrestling characters back in WWF days?
yeah.
Well, somebody drew my face on one of them with a black jumpsuit.
There he is with
Nice.
his shirt on in my Dung Globe.
I've got that shirt too.
Perfect shirt to wear whenever you're holding that belt.
There you go.
Oh, definitely.
That was in the parking lot of his work where he was working.
Yeah,
I
I just
caught him
come
just as
out
he was getting
from
off work.
selling insurance all day. So
Yeah.
He was styling and profiling.
Now Andy sent me this picture. Sorry, kids. Sorry, kids.
that whole kiss my ass club takes on a whole new meaning right now.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Or did you guys
I
see
tell you
WWE
what.
now? They're going to officially go. They're not going to be the PG anymore.
Yes, PG-14.
Yeah.
They're going to TV 14.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll tell you what,
Johnny,
I wish when they-
hit me
when
up
they had
on
Regal-
Facebook.
When they had Regal kiss his butt, I was so hoping Regal would shoot on Vince and just teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Would've been
I
great.
think
he
Vince
wouldn't.
is done. I think Vince
Give
is
him a
done.
prostate exam right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, Vince is done.
Yeah.
I
I don't think
Vince is anymore.
the company will survive this, but he will not.
Yeah.
I see a
And
lot
the
of good
thing is-
things happening.
Yeah.
He's just going to be off TV. He just won't be on TV anymore. Nothing else. Because as heinous as all that stuff is, and it's horrible. I mean, that you paid off people like that just to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
I'm like, you knew what you were doing wasn't right to begin with,
Well,
and
Jericho was right in what he said about that. He said he
Yeah.
didn't do anything illegal, but
Right.
he did something immoral. And,
Oh,
and I don't
absolutely.
think anywhere in his documentation where there's a morals clause in there somewhere, because it's not the law
be.
enforcement investigating him, it's the board.
Well, here's
You know
the
what they're
problem.
saying, though, right? I heard that. Remember when they went over to Saudi Arabia when everybody told them not to?
Yeah.
I think that's why he did it. He needed to
Huh.
pay him off.
Oh.
could have been.
So, here's the thing. So nothing might happen to him. You never know. But the second any sponsors start dropping,
Yep.
Yeah.
that board is going to go
Yeah.
out of here.
See ya.
Anything money
Well,
related happens. That's
Well, if
it.
it affects the stocks, they're going to say something.
Let's
My
just
whole thing
say,
is, too, I honestly, all this stuff, I don't care because I want to watch the wrestling. I don't care what Vince
Exactly.
did on the side.
Yeah, I don't care what he did behind closed doors.
None of them guys are clean. None of
Nope.
them.
No.
Nope.
No. I don't.
And you know
I don't
what?
care what he did.
Those
It's horrible,
crooks took
but
the money. They took the money.
right.
Just like
What-
the lady with Flair. What Flair did wasn't right, but they took the money.
They
And
took
talked
the
anyway.
money, and what he did was wrong.
Yes.
And yes, it's a personal matter, but just because it's a personal matter doesn't mean it's not going to end up at work.
Yeah.
I just
none
love
so
how
what
these
do
people
I think it
say
was? It wasn't right, but They benefited off of it,
Look who's joined us.
you know.
Oh, he didn't have very good
What's
signal.
up, Jim?
J-Bone, what's up?
Maybe
He's got a bad signal.
Maybe he's got the Boogie Woogie Man ready to talk to us.
I hope
man,
so.
That would be awesome.
That'd be great. Who do you got for us, Jim?
I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear us, Jim?
That's West Virginia Wi-Fi for you.
Jim.
He's next to the Cricket Wireless station.
I don't
He's
know
in
if
the
you guys
hospital
can
if you're in
hear me or
Milwaukee.
not. I'm not getting very good
there's-
service where I'm at. If you can see me, as you can see in the background, we've got the main event going on. I'm not going to main event this time. I get to sit back and watch.
Nice. Can you hear us now?
Nope.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah, the main event was at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wow.
Hope we get some free samples or something. Come on.
Every
Winner
time,
gets
like
a free thing of wings.
every time Bobby
Platinum
has a show in Chicago or in Columbus, it's always like something. I've got something on that weekend I can never get down. And I love Bobby Fulton. He's just the nicest guy in the world. And if
Yeah,
you
he
ever
is.
heard the story about a few years ago, the Ring didn't show up, so he had mats out, and he had the matches on the mat.
Exactly, Platinum.
Yep. Well, I don't think. We all know that he's a sleaze. I mean, that's been documented, well documented. But I think what the deal is, the biggest problem is that what he's doing is going to hurt the stock value. Is what they're afraid of.
Absolutely.
That's why they're investigating all this, because if there's something that's going to hurt the stock value, the board won't tolerate that. They'll take action and remove him.
Think
Well,
about
I
it
own
this,
a
Mark.
share of stock. If I don't get my 12 cents a quarter, I'm going to be pretty pissed.
Think about it this, Mark.
I want to invest in it too.
One of their biggest deals right now is with Mattel. Just see if Mattel thinks, oh, we don't want to be in business with someone who's got sexual assault allegations. We're cutting ties. That's a lot of money that the stockholders and the
Exactly.
board is going to go, no.
Oh, definitely.
It doesn't take a whole lot to hurt stock value. Why did my glasses fall apart?
Yeah, Russ was talking about Bobby Fulton. The Fantastics, for me, I loved them. I think they're one of the most underrated tag teams of all time.
Yeah,
They
were
could do
good.
it all. Tommy Rogers and Bobby, they were great. Just a joy to watch.
Yeah.
They were a more refined version of the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah.
You know, they were a little more athletic, I think.
And they held the greatest
Ricky
tag
and
team of
Robert-
all time.
Ricky and Robert
Oh, yeah.
had just such charisma with the crowd, and they were the
Oh, yeah.
first.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
and there was
They held
actually,
these
you know,
titles.
Bobby and Jackie Fulton too were the Fantastics also, and then just like Tommy Rich and Eddie Gilbert were the first, I think the first Fantastics or the first Fabulous ones.
No, they were the second Fabulous or third ones.
Oh, were they? I thought they were the first ones for some reason.
No, Jackie Fargo was the first ones, and then Steve Kerr and Stan Lane were the second ones. And
I
then
love
Tommy
that.
Rich and
tag
Eddie-
team.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr and Stan Lane were awesome, and then I didn't think any team could be greater. And then the Midnights, I love Dennis Condrey, but Stan Lane just added something to what Bobby Eaton could do that was just awesome.
The Eaton Midnight Express were my favorite.
I
Not
did
I
send
find-
the legend
Stan
an
Lane.
invite, guys, just to let you know. I don't know. I know Mark knows, but I don't know if you guys know. I sent Mark Merrow a message on Facebook. He read the message. He just hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Well, you didn't tell me that part. You read
Yeah.
this-
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a
And
great
just
guy.
to be for real, we can't like be like ourselves with he
No,
gets
I
on. because
said
he's
I
very straight and
specifically told him. I said we're family oriented and we are.
we try to be.
We're just. We want.
You can't put
first thing I
Gianni
asked
comments
him-
up on this. He's on here.
I said, just for fun, would you do us the honors and come on the podcast? And he read it, so that means
Wait and see.
yeah, we'll
that
wait
means
and see.
pretty good. So
That'd be great. That'd be great. I'd love to talk to him. I saw a video of his. I don't know if it was a testimony or what, he was talking about his youth, and his mother passed away. He was on a stage talking, I think, to a bunch of kids. And
He
he
was
had
in
the
Japan.
Intercontinental title up there. Was that where it was? Okay.
I think he was
was crying on
overseas.
stage.
for WCW.
Okay.
When his mom died.
Yeah, his mom died. Yeah, it was really touching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
But Richard's got another guest he's working on for the next couple weeks, and he's not well known, but he had a notable match not very long ago, and so
He fought
Somebody I-
Lance Archer on Dark Evolution. His name is Louis Bruno, also known as the Meadowlands Monster.
All right.
we have to.
I've got
You'll
a
have to
good-
remind him this is a family show.
Yes, I let
I've
him
seen
know
him
that
in
right
action.
off the bat. Yeah.
I have a Mark
Uh,
Merrow story for you guys. When I lived in Atlanta, I used to work at Sports Authority, and one day he came in when he was Johnny B. Bad at that time,
Oh, jeez.
and he came in and Sable. He was married to Sable, and they had a daughter, and they were buying ice skates. And they came in. I happened to recognize him when he walked in the door, and he happened to see me standing there, and he said, "Hey, can you help me out?" And I took him over. I got the right people. I mean, I went and got our best person, and I started talking to him, and I told him I was a big fan. He said, "I'll come and find you after you're done." So they got their skates, and I happened to be taking a customer out. And he pulled me aside. He goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You're a big fan, huh?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm a huge." And he's like, "I tell you what, if you give me your address, I'll send you 10 tickets to Nitro, or I'll send you tickets to Nitro and an autographed picture." So I gave him
Nice.
the thing, and he sent it to me.
Wow.
That's great.
Hey, guys, I'm going to jump off for a bit.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going to jump
See
off.
you,
I'll be
Russ.
back.
All right, man. Do your thing.
Come on back if you get time. Something I want to
Yeah,
talk
you
about
guys
next
got to
week.
watch the video. I'll send it to you in the link.
Okay. I was telling these guys right before the show, there's something I want to talk about next week as far as content. I want to talk about the origin and the history of the Von Erich Freebird feud. And I sent you guys a link to the YouTube of that Christmas show. So I don't want to get into too much because I want to save some for next week. But I think, Jake, you'd be interested in that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Like,
That's the genesis of the Freebird Von Erich feud was a 6-man tag team match that night.
Mhm.
6-man tag team title match.
you know, I
Speaking
just thought
of-
about something, and you
Oh,
just talked about it and brought it up to me. In that documentary, they mentioned that Mark Calloway looked like one of the brothers.
Yes. I remember that. They said he looked like David, and that's why he got hired.
Yeah.
I'd heard that. I did hear that. Yeah, he
Makes
just
sense.
kind of it did kind of like resemble a younger David
He sure
Or
did.
when he was younger. Yeah.
So I was
Mhm.
watching that documentary with my wife last night, and she barely knows anything about The Undertaker. She wasn't a fan before she started dating me. And the only thing she could say, because they spent like an hour talking about before he was The Undertaker. And all she could say was, man, he was butt ugly.
Yeah, because he didn't have the beard, the mustache.
He had the
Yeah.
ginger hair, and
Yeah.
he did not look like what Undertaker is, that's for sure.
At least he didn't turn out to look like Carrot Top.
Yeah. Did you hear him tell the story about going against Bruiser Brody in World Class?
Yeah, I seen
Stone
that. It
Cold
blew
Show.
me away.
I remember seeing that match, but I didn't realize at the time how significant that was. But I remember
That
that
was
match.
his first match was against him, right? Bruce?
Yeah.
Old
That was when he
Texas Red.
wrestled with the mask, right?
No. He was
No.
wrestling as himself.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
You know who his managers were, right?
Percy
Humperdinck.
Pringle.
Humperdinck.
There's
Yeah,
two more
Humperdinck in
famous
Memphis.
managers.
He had. Are you talking about just at that point, or
No,
Total.
it's a career.
Brother Love and Paul Heyman
Teddy Long and Paul Heyman.
and Teddy Long? Yeah,
Yep.
You're talking about just the Undertaker part, right?
No. I'm yeah, the biography. Yeah.
Teddy
Okay.
Long was his manager when they were the Skyscrapers with Spivey.
That was a great.
That was when
He also
Sid
had a manager in Memphis.
yeah, Sid got hurt and they
Mark
were looking for a fill-in, and that's how he came in.
That was the
What-
only reason he got hired to WCW is because he could fit right in Sid's spot.
What were you gonna say, Andy?
I liked him as the Skyscrapers when he's Mean Mark
Yeah.
Callis.
Yeah.
And when he left, I was mad because I was a big, NWA fan. It's like, where's he going? And of course, he became the Undertaker.
Before that, he was the Punisher in Memphis.
Mhm.
and I can't remember the name of the guy that managed him at the time. He always wore like a captain's hat. He's a large guy, and he was his manager. And I think Oliver Humperdinck might have managed him once. I don't remember.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know where, but I'm pretty sure he did.
It's
They
probably
were saying
Memphis.
that all his pictures that he was doing, he was going overseas. He took pictures in cemeteries.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
When he first went to Memphis, he was the Master of Pain,
That's
Yeah.
what it was, not the Punisher,
Uh-huh.
the Master of Pain.
and then he
Yeah.
became the Punisher. But
Okay, I did get that right. Okay,
now,
that's right.
a great little tidbit, and I knew this before, but his first name in WWE was not the Undertaker. Do y'all know what it was?
I'm trying. To think.
Richard can't answer because he watched the show last night.
I can't think of it.
His name was Kane.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Kane.
Kane the Undertaker. And
oh,
he
I
was
do remember
Rocky
that.
Kane.
Yeah, I do remember that because when Kane came on the scene, I thought the Undertaker's name was Kane.
yeah, I remember that now. Now that you say that, yeah. Who knows?
He was talking about the side note for Flair's last match. The original Horsemen are getting back together. I think I heard that somewhere, but I can't remember where I saw this. Somebody shared this with me. Might be one of you guys. Well, if you're attending that event, they're having some kind of thing where you could pose and have a 3D model of yourself made with Ric Flair. It'd be a model of you and him together.
Like $300 some, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's.
But you know what? That'd be
that's
worth it
awesome.
though. That'd be
Not
worth
only
it, though.
that, but you can also get the same thing done with Mojo Rawley if you want to.
Oh,
Mojo Rawley,
Hey, if Nia Jax does it, I'll do it.
Nia Jax. No,
I believe she actually is, Richard. I know she's going to be there.
I hope so.
I would do that with Alexa Bliss.
I bet you would.
I would, yeah. 3D me right now.
It was just it was amazing watching that though last night, and just how big they dropped the ball on having Mean Mark Callis in WCW.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
on
yeah.
to be a Mount Rushmore type talent, and they were like, "You'll never draw a dime."
I tell you
Yeah.
what, I'm not gonna lie, and I'll admit it. I did shed a tear watching it.
Oh yeah,
That part where him and Vince hugged, and he said, "I love you, Dad." You know, because Vince is like his dad.
I loved. They talked to his mom a lot.
That was
And-
awesome.
And they talked about how she got thrown out of one of his shows because I believe it was Sid that was yelling at her in the
Yeah.
crowd, and she threatened to jump the rail and beat him up. And
Do you remember?
little old lady, like white hair and all that. It was great.
Do you remember the part where he goes, "Mom, you created the Undertaker. You used to work at a mortuary."
Right.
And she's like, "You took me."
He was like, you're the reason I was the Undertaker, and she was like, I wish you never had even went to a wrestling show.
I couldn't believe Pringle with the blonde hair.
Oh yeah, it
yeah.
was great seeing that.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello.
You know that Paul Bearer actually was an Undertaker one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a licensed Undertaker.
His
Yeah.
family.
Like
Yeah,
his
his
mortician.
family.
Mortician, that's it.
Yeah, same
Mhm.
difference.
There you go.
We're proper here.
Sorry.
Hmm.
I'll put
This
my
is-
pinky out next time when I drink.
We were politically correct.
There.
Well, not always, but hey.
We try to be.
I'm having water tonight for now. So I wanted to tell Mark I ordered the matching Texas belt from Asif, the blue,
Oh, okay. The blue, yeah.
same size, because he gave me the correct size, and then I'm like, no, I want the bigger one, because one of my
Ah.
friends hooked him to the right size one, and I mean that one I got from you, I absolutely love.
Good.
I like it.
It was too big for my taste, so
Oh, I loved it.
good.
Trying to find my Mark Callis figure. I can't find it.
Oh, I want to show you this too.
That the new Elite that just came out.
Yeah.
I've been looking on it since all of those looking for that since they've all gone on clearance.
That's
I find one, I'll let you know, man.
Now I showed this off as belt of the week last week with the other one. There's a dual belt of the week, but this is the one I kept for myself.
That's a beautiful belt.
Who did those
Got
plates?
tooling. Huh?
Who did those plates?
My Alma Dasser.
Nice.
He does nice work.
But when he sent it to me, or he didn't send it to me, I bought this from that scammer,
The
middleman,
unmentionable, Mr. Unmentionable.
Eddie Munster.
Mhm.
It had a tip on it, and so I wanted to re-leather it, get the tip off of it. So
Just the tip. Just the tip.
just tip. But I used up the last of my red material for the backing. I love this backing, but I'm gonna have to see if I can find some more.
It looks good.
Thank you. Very very happy with this belt.
Yeah, it came out nice.
The other one I did on Oxblood, I got from Unique, and I was going to keep it, but I just don't really have a need for another TV belt, so I sold it.
Hey guys, look what I found.
Here's the thing with the belts that oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
The only Mark Callis figure right there.
Here's the thing with the belts, what everybody freaks out about. They get these belts now, and they think everything is supposed to be perfect. Well, you know what? The real belts on TV that we saw were not perfect. They
Not
were
perfect at
dinged.
all.
They were, the top of the big goal was dented. The dome globe, the dome on it was dented. I don't understand why everybody's OCD kicks in and they think they got to have it perfect and TV accurate. I go, truthfully, that makes you a big friggin' mark. And I get that you love it, but my God. I mean,
Overdoing
That's why I don't mind if they're a little oversized.
yes. The character, it adds to the character of the belt.
Exactly.
Now what you guys like, I may not, just like Mark didn't like that Texas belt necessarily because it was too big. Now, and some of it, I get that. Don't get me wrong. But just some people just go way too overboard with it.
Well, you said it on another show about the diamond on the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
That's right. Stan Hansen ran over that with a truck.
On the
But
AWA,
Vern got
yeah.
it back. Vern got
Ran
it back. It
over
was
and
damaged,
sent-
but he got it back.
He ran it over and
I
sent
gotta-
it back.
I have a
I heard
picture
they sent
somewhere. I think it's at home with me with that AWA.
I read a story where they sent a female attorney over to Japan to pick it up from him.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe it was somewhere in the United States, but they sent a female attorney over
heard
to retrieve it.
That's where it is now. It's back in Japan. Some collector bought it, paid a lot of money for it too.
Mm.
I think he paid Bachwinkle's widow.
Now, where is the original Dome Globe?
It's hanging in
Triple
Hunter's
H's
office.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's on
Okay.
his wall in his office.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
That bothers
Flair
me.
should have that. I'm sorry.
Well,
Well,
somebody in the
well-
NWA should have it. Should not be at the WWE headquarters.
What happens
Well, you
if
know-
Rick wanted to pawn it and Triple H didn't want him to?
No, I think WWE owns it.
Oh, do they?
I
Mhm.
think. I'm not 100%. It all goes back to the whole when Flair had when he owed money to High Spots and all of them and there was two things. He put it up for collateral for two people.
Yeah.
And he owed people money, so I think WWE stepped in.
Oh, okay.
Paid off
Makes
the debt.
sense.
Paid it off, and now it's theirs. I think,
Oh,
if I
Andrew.
remember correctly.
Hey,
Hello,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrea.
Somebody on this panel knows her.
Who could it be?
I don't know.
I think it's the Cincinnati Bengal. Too sweet to be sour, Mr. Andy Bowser.
Yeah.
Never know.
No.
Hey, Ben, you can make, when the Bears win the next Super Bowl, Ben, you can make a new belt. You can make one that says Super Bowl 20, and that's fine. But it'll never be the same.
Gianni
Oh,
says
man,
he's
I
going to sell off his collection, half his
Oh,
collection.
let's sell your collection, man.
You'll regret it.
Trust me, I was thinking about that a year ago.
I was going to sell these belts, but then I sobered up.
That is never once. Now, the thing is, like we had that a talk a couple of weeks ago. These things are fun, but in real life, guys, your life has to come first. Your bills have to come first.
Oh, definitely,
And-
definitely.
Don't put off,
try
don't
to
put
tell
off your
people that.
bills. Don't put off your bills, your heating and your electric to get a belt. Don't.
Nope,
and-
nope.
Don't.
And here's the other thing too, and I've said this to many people: if you have to cower and ask and beg your wife or your significant other to buy a $300 piece of equipment for anything, you don't need to be collecting it.
They just cut off my power. I didn't pay. I had to pay for a belt. Just kidding.
Just
kidding.
Belt Fan Dan talks about how people will buy stuff, and then what happens is they get it, and then they go after a little while, they go, "Oh no, what now? What?" because now it's just a belt, and now they have it, and then there you go, and then that's the payoff. But
Yeah.
they don't know what to do with it, and then so they put it up for sale, and somebody will go, well, I'll give you $1,000, and they just paid $1,800 for it, and they just want their money, a little bit of money back. So that's what ends up happening. And if you don't love it enough to keep it, or hell, even just buy one and keep that, because it's a good conversation piece. It's a lot of fun. But if you're not 100% sure, because a lot of the wrestling fans, they do love it, but once they get it, that's like the payoff. And then what? Then what do you do?
My wife doesn't mind as long as I go on a break for a little bit.
Gianni's going to get rid of his impulse buys, so I'm checking my
Yeah.
That's his whole collection,
Yeah.
right, Gianni?
That's
she
why
don't mind.
I'm pretty careful when I have a few, not to be like when some of the guys overseas, like Jack Goo, if he's like, hey, buddy, how you doing? I'm like, okay, I can't talk to you right now because I know I'm going to buy something.
My wife said, you buy one more belt, I'm out of here. Man, I want to miss her.
You're gonna miss her, yeah.
Yeah. But my aim is getting better.
Well, Mark, I'm going to have to jump off. It was
Just
great
step
being
that
on
out.
again. I know. I've got so much to prepare for this weekend. I am way too
I got you.
OCD to not have everything straight before I do an announcing job. So I'm working on my announcer's guide right now with all the fun facts that I'm going to spout out. But
Well, wish you the best of luck and great
Good
success
luck.
in your endeavors.
thanks, guys.
So.
I did want to show a couple graphics real quick before we get off here.
Okay.
Before I get off here, and then you can delete them off of here. Here's the poster for The Heat Is On, McAlester, Oklahoma. Some of the best in Oklahoma and Texas going to be on the card July 16th. Doors open at 5:45. $10
I like those
at the
belts.
gate.
Nice.
Yeah, those are the tag team belts. That's Chosen Influence. They are currently the NCWO tag team champions and the All-Star Pro tag team
What's the
champions.
name of them? What's their name?
Chosen Influence.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's their manager right there behind them. That's Olivier
Mhm.
Vegas. So
They need to trademark that name. That's a good name.
it's a good name.
They need
We're
to
going to
trademark
be,
that.
me and Landon are both going to be there selling Brothers in Kayfabe trading cards, double autograph on those for $5 a piece. We are selling these because we are going to put on our own show. We're going to put on Brotherfest Live. Brotherfest is the name of our live podcasts, and we're going to put on Brotherfest, the wrestling show. And to do that, we're raising money with these trading cards. We've got about 200 of them. If we sell all of them, we'll be able to get the next graphic I'm going to post, which y'all will enjoy, the Brotherweight Championship.
Oh,
And
nice.
who's making that belt?
Unique Spirit.
There you go.
Mhm.
And Mr. Mark Maggard will be making the leather.
Who?
Will that
Who?
be on Mark's
Who?
blood?
Mark who?
So
Yeah.
I designed the belt myself. It's based off of one that we made out of cardboard whenever we were doing the backyard wrestling whenever I was younger. And we're gonna make this kind of an Oklahoma and Texas traveling belt. So we're gonna have some fun with it. So if y'all want a trading card, $5 a piece, hit us up on Facebook at Brothers in Kayfabe
What's
on
up, Joseph?
Facebook, and we'll ship one out to you.
That looks awesome, man. Can't wait to see it in reality.
Sure. So thank you guys for having me on again, and I'll
Thanks for coming on and
I'll
have a
see
good
you
time
guys
this
later.
weekend. Good luck.
You
See
too,
ya.
man. Good luck.
Take care, Jake.
Hey, we
See
want to
ya.
have you back on later so you can tell us how it went.
absolutely. We'll come back on either next week or the week after. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome.
All right.
Sounds great.
See you guys.
All right,
Good
man.
evening.
Be blessed.
See ya.
And that brings us to the top of the second there. I'm sorry, Rusty, what?
I was just saying, see ya.
Oh, okay. That brings us to the top of the hour, so I'm going to have to do some business here real quick. This show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Belt Releathering and by Unique Spirit Championship Belts, who are making that belt that Jake just showed us. So, and then Jake is part of the Brothers in Kayfabe podcast, and they are partnering with this podcast to make sure that we can appear on YouTube. So, makes it much more affordable, and YouTube's a great vehicle for this show. So we
We
appreciate
appreciate
that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So, what's been going on in wrestling lately? Any
Did you hear about
pay-per-views?
Paige?
Paige supposedly signed with AEW, hasn't she?
That's what I
I don't
heard.
know.
And I also heard Naomi and Banks did too.
Well, Mr. Khan's got the checkbook out again. So,
I got
Well,
something.
Mr. Khan?
This is in wrestling right here.
Mr. Kramer Khan.
Oh yeah,
That's new right there.
China.
nice.
Yes. No, it's not. I got like 3 of those.
She was a handsome woman.
Oh, I love China. Oh, I did. Oof.
Speaking of Tony Khan,
Oh, there we go.
Oh jeez.
I got Andy. I got a face you can put on that.
Oh, okay.
Not mine.
Not mine.
Not mine.
I know exactly the face to put on there. Hang on, I'll take care of that.
Oh, don't start.
Mark Laverty.
Yep,
just got home from
Wardlow
work.
is the man.
I like Wardlow. If they do him right, he's going to be the champion probably within the next
I agree.
year and a half.
Do you think they're gonna stir up the MJF return since he's got the TNT title?
It could be. You know, the whole thing with Orange Cassidy, it didn't make Cassidy look weak. I thought it made Wardlow look a little weak, but it added to him a little bit. It made him, you know, like be a thinker
Yeah.
in that match. You know, and it established Orange as a legit guy that can take on a big guy. Because, you know, he
Are
has
his
to
hands
fight
still in
for
his pockets?
Yeah, I believe Orange was the elder, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm
Orange.
sure.
So I think he took it as a teaching moment.
Well, I'm sure. You know, and I mean, they
Because-
probably have direction given, and they have to go a certain way. But and I'm sure Wardlow, with I don't know how long he's been there. I know Orange has been around for a little while.
What's he
But
talking
I'm
about?
sure Orange was leading the match.
Did you see when Wardlow did the dive and he didn't hit Orange right away, and then he hit the barricade and they both looked at each other and he was like,
Yeah.
it kind of
Little
looked
thing.
at him and said, "You got to sell it," you know?
What that's from is because they don't get enough reps.
Yeah.
And that's all there really is to it. They don't get enough reps. And I like AEW. It's very entertaining. Some of the things you see again, and it goes back to what Jericho said when the fans bitch and about the botching. 90% of the fans that complain, they could never get in the ring anyway.
No.
Well,
They
you
don't-
know
you
what?
want-
It
you wanna see a
doesn't
boss,
bother
let a
me
fan
as
get in the
much.
ring.
You know what I mean?
But
You
you don't
wanna
see
see
him
a
doing that
boss.
in football or any of that.
Well, you want to see a
But-
botch, let a fan get in the ring.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, when I watch wrestling, I can actually see the elder guys showing the younger guys while they're wrestling their certain spots
Yeah.
by their movements and their
Sure.
motions. And
Well,
I think
and you
that's
know-
pretty cool.
Jericho is a guy to watch for that. Claudio, big guy to watch for that. I know a lot of people do not like Moxley. I like Moxley. I don't have any problem with him.
I do.
You know,
I
you
like
can
them.
watch. You can watch Seth Rollins. He does that. He leads. AJ,
Ooh.
big time.
Do you
see
remember
a-
the match? I forgot exactly who was in the match, but I know it was the Dudley Boys, Jericho, and something else. And I think it was Bubba that got knocked out. He took a chair shot, and the Jericho talked him through it. He got him to wake up. He was knocked out.
Sure.
That was
I'm
crazy.
not a big Bubba Ray fan. I just never have been. I liked him as the Dudleys, but then, you know, I was happy to see him move up to what he did in TNA. You know, but to me, he was just. I thought it fit in TNA, but when he came back to the WWE, they didn't like pursue
No.
that character at all, and they
No.
could have.
They could have did the Bubba Ray deal. They could have went with it. I
think
almost
they should
choked.
do MJF. I think they should ride this MJF out with Punk, right? And then Punk comes back and unifies with Moxley. But in the meantime, Punk is the champion. Let it go a little while and let him, keep Punk and Moxley apart for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let Punk win the title, right, from Moxley, after a hard match, bang, there's MJF all over it.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Now, but leave Wardlow out of it for a while. Leave Wardlow out of it for a while because you don't want that to happen.
Well, that's the
You wanna keep
scenario
it
I
away
had
from-
going.
You know, let MJF be a surprise. Don't, you know, that's the whole thing now. And it's just like I watch some of these guys, they're taking all these pictures at the airport with the people like 6 a.m, like, you know, having their picture with them. Who the hell goes to the airport at 6 a.m. and take pictures with people? If I was a wrestler, I'd be like, wait for me. You know, wait till later. It's 6 a.m. I got somewhere to be. I don't have time for that. Coming into the hotel, different story. At the airport at 6 a.m., trying to get my luggage and go, no.
Now here's the scenario I had with Warlow.
That Mark.
I have a feeling that he goes and does almost like a cash-in deal where he goes for the world title, and I think that's when they bring MJF in.
Could be.
Because that would be good if they let it go a little bit,
Yeah.
like they did back in the day, and then have him come out from nowhere at the bigger pay-per-view.
What do you guys think of the possibility of Punk coming back as a heel?
I can see that.
Yeah, I can
And
see
Mox be the face.
that. Yeah.
Because Blackpool Combat Club's over. They like that.
Oh, I love that.
Let me ask you a question. That interview he did after Forbidden Door, do you think he was drunk?
It's hard to say. I don't think he was. Oh, you mean Moxley? No.
Yeah.
No,
I think
I don't.
he's too busy being a dad now.
And
That's
It
my
just,
opinion.
it just came off that way.
and his wife keeps him straight too.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I think too, he wrestled. I think he probably got bonked in the head.
Mhm.
So, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, there's no way going, well, it is possible to go from the ring to the back, have a few beers and be drunk because you've just expelled all that energy and you're sweating.
Yeah.
So you start ingesting all that alcohol and everything in there evaporates. And now you just got the alcohol in your system. So, but I don't think, I like Moxley and I think what he went through changed him,
Yeah.
Just like, a lot of guys, they diss on Eddie Kingston. I'm not necessarily a Kingston fan.
I love
like
Eddie Kingston.
he brings, but to me, Kingston just looks indie. He just does, and
He's still
he
got
reminds
the
me of that-
heart.
He reminds me of
got
that
the
drunk
heart.
uncle that's going to go to school, beat up the kid that took your lunch money.
right, and not saying that in a bad way. Like I'm not, you can't body shame people, but fans expect a certain level at this level. And do they, I'm not going to diss Eddie Kingston because he gets in there and takes a beating every night. And I give that, if you watch him, he's like Foley almost. Some of the
He's
beatings he
actually
takes,
one of my favorites on AEW, I'm telling you.
and, God bless those guys. Poor Santana blew his knee.
I was going to bring that up. That heat is actually real. Conan
Yeah.
confirmed it.
From what I'm hearing, again, who knows what it's from, is
Aren't they
just
related?
like Marty and Sean.
Those two are related, Santino Ortiz. Aren't they related?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think they're cousins.
cousins
I
or
don't know.
brother-in-laws. Okay.
But I like
yeah,
and respect
Conan confirmed it.
Conan, he came to the thing with Benoit. He got on Jordan Grace. What she said, do I think Benoit could compete now? I'm like, is she old enough to even remember him? There was
Exactly.
nobody that intense. That was the only guy that Kurt Angle said could match his intensity.
Well, the match between him and Malenko,
Yes.
that was one of my favorite matches.
Right.
And it was an Iron Man match. It was that's when they did the many holds match, I believe.
These newer wrestlers, it just seems they don't have the respect for the guys that came before them.
Exactly.
Like
I agree.
And I like Jordan Grace, I do, but I kind of think she rides the coattails of her husband.
I like her
own
pictures.
kid. Oh, I like her
Her what?
pictures too. Her pictures, and she is tiny in real life. I met her at the Arnold, tiny, beautiful.
The birthday cake picture made me want to eat cake.
Oh God,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But
Richard's favorite
because
frosting
we've
was-
done this for a long time, we all have friends and connections. I knew that AEW was looking at Ring of Honor well before it ever came out.
Wow.
And when it came out, we met her like right when my buddy and I met her in Arnold like that week. And I said, that was not really a shock to me. I kind of knew that was something. She goes, oh, nobody knew. I'm like, I'm telling you, I knew. And I'm like, and I know who your husband is. And I knew, you know.
Well, the writing was on the wall because he bought the library.
Right. You know, and so people want to, you know, some of the wrestlers think that, you know, everything's kayfabe, then it is. And like people, I just didn't say anything. I didn't even say that on any podcast I was on with anybody. I just could, number one, it's not my business to spoil somebody's surprise.
Uh-huh.
Even if you're in the know, you shouldn't say anything because it ruins everything.
I won't buy the pay-per-view, but I'll see the replay. The Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Yeah.
Is that this weekend?
I believe so.
I'm down here, so I don't have access. Well, I probably do, but I don't want to put that on their bill. I mean, I could probably leave $50 for my brother to pay it, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'll catch when they replay it on YouTube or something.
Gianni sent me a picture of the cake, and I'm not going to put that on the screen, but
Yeah, it's quite a.
but I am going to put this on the screen. He sent me another picture.
I want that autographed.
Yeah, and icing.
Yeah.
He sent me this other picture. Y'all were talking about Wardlow a while ago. This is a title he held in the Indies.
Oh, wow.
No.
I don't know what that is. IWC?
Imagine if that was in zinc. I know it's brass.
Yeah, it's probably 2 millimeter brass.
It's still ugly.
Yeah.
But it's different.
It's
Oh,
different.
yeah.
Well, if it's an
Different.
indie promotion, that's probably all they could afford.
And I don't know about you guys, but I was so glad to see that Warlow, they did not change the TNT belt like everybody.
No, they gave him the Sammy Gargano one.
The
Right.
black strap. It's the one they put
Yeah,
in
the black
after-
strap. That's what I got. I like it.
That's what I have too. I love it. Yeah. Because they were just belittling the title by making it personalized for every champion. It was so not
Yeah.
That's so overdone now with all the, you know, all the titles with their side plates and all that crap. I can't stand that.
That
Yeah.
one particular belt, I don't think they should change it anymore after, Warlow gets it. Don't
Just
change
leave
it
it- leave
anymore
it the way
after
it-
that.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Yeah.
The only title that should have a nameplate on it is the world title or the universal title. That's it.
That's it.
I don't like nameplates. I just don't. Well, nameplates are okay. I don't like the side plates. I just don't.
Right.
I think it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, because they don't have a nameplate on it. That's why, I mean, but you know what?
Yeah.
With WWE, it's a marketing thing. It's a way to make money.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the
Yep.
United States title by WWE, the new one, is one
Yeah.
of the best replicas they've made.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I left the original side plates on it because I love the side plates that much.
My only complaint about that was I would have done the stars in blue at the top.
Yeah, yep.
But that's just me.
And you know what? Now that I've been around it a while and I have one, it doesn't look like a pair of balls hanging over that friggin' eagle's eyes.
Yeah.
I did that when it first dropped.
I
Yes.
saw that too. Yeah.
It's,
I want to.
it's a very underrated belt.
I forgot to do this at the top of the show. I showed the belt for the week, but I forgot. I got a belt for sale here, so.
Texas.
See, Texas Heavyweight Championship is cast, nice and heavy for such a small belt. But this is made by Mateen Ahmed,
It's a nice belt, man.
and I think I was asking 300 shipped. But I'll entertain any offers except for trades. I won't take trades, but I will entertain.
Give you
offers.
$1 for it.
No,
He's not entertaining that.
You said
No, no,
entertaining.
$2. I'll give you $2.
it's a very
$2.50.
nice. It's a very
I
nice
like
belt. It's very
$2.
very heavy.
I'll give you an
$2.50.
open can of Bang energy drink. No.
And also wanted to show this off. This is not for sale. I got this set of plates from a maker. He forgot to paint the banners, so I took up to painting myself, and I'm not done.
Looks good so far.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It looks
The
good on
plate-
camera, but
Is the
I can
globe
just
relief?
imagine what the side plates look like. I like that. That's nice.
well, they're in the box. They were painted, but I gotta paint this section here. I gotta paint this section over here. I gotta fill in the little where it drapes around. I gotta fill those in. But I did this before I left for church camp.
On the original, the globe is a relief piece.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
You used a toothpick for the paint, Mark?
No, I
trade
used
your
a.
cheeseburger for it. Big Ben says.
See that red squeeze bottle right there?
Okay,
Right
yeah.
I
know
use
exactly what you're- Yeah.
I gotta send you my Fandu texture Big Gold.
That better be a Big Mac.
I want to put it on black leather.
Yeah.
But
What
I
is
want
it?
the WCW cut on it.
Literally there.
Huh?
Ben takes the cheeseburger thing. That's a refrigerator Perry reference.
Yeah.
Perry used to
Oh,
love
okay.
cheeseburger,
Gotcha.
but he got a ring.
He sure did.
And he was the GI Joe figure.
What time does this end? 10 o'clock?
Your time, yes.
Normally.
Well, no, you're on Central Time in Florida, aren't you?
No, I'm Eastern.
Okay.
It's
yeah, so 10 o'clock.
9:15 here.
Ohio, I'm still Eastern time.
So what else we got going on? Have any of you guys had new belt days?
No.
Well, I did yesterday, but I didn't have long to look at it.
Oh, Platinum wants to see the AWA. Okay. Bear with me. It's kind of hard to get out here.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my CWA.
That's a big
My
one.
teller too.
I love when makers are really honest, and the guy was honest with me, so it's gonna take a little longer.
I actually got around to cleaning my belts, but I haven't cleaned this one yet, so pardon the dust. Let me put myself back on full screen. This is for Platinum. It's got Velcro.
Is that the inmate?
Yep, it is the inmate, and it is heavy. This is the heaviest belt I got.
Yep.
That looks
I'm gonna go
nice.
try to look.
Very nice.
It is stacked. And I cannot remember who made this belt. I got it from Ben Walker, one of
Mateen?
his makers. No, not Mateen.
Ben, who made that belt?
Good looking belt.
It is heavy. Yeah, it's got a blue backing. Oh, knocked out my earbuds.
It is one
No,
of
it's
my
got dust on
favorites.
the back.
Soon as
Ben,
Mark
can you
got
remind me
his,
who made this belt? I can't remember.
soon as
it's
Mark
a
got
waist. I
his,
think it
I
was a
got
waist.
mine right after.
Back in a minute.
I think it was a waist, wasn't it? A YS.
A Waze Ascar.
Yeah, I think that's who it was. It was either that or the World Class he sold me.
Ben's like, "Hey, that looks familiar."
Yeah.
Premier Belt Bay. That's it. Group.
Turtle wax? No, I couldn't find any turtles.
Dab wouldn't talk to him anymore if he did that.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't use turtle wax on your or car
Yeah.
polish on your belts.
Yeah. Please.
I know
Is
some
it?
guys swear by it, but it does what car polish does. It takes off layers. That's how car polish works.
Yep. So the first layer of the lacquer is gone.
can you use Formula 2000 on it?
I don't know.
Remember that the car polish
Oh yeah.
back in the day?
I know Kevin Davenport, and I don't know if he mentioned on the show last week. I think he did. Dawn dishwashing liquid with a soft towel and water,
Microfiber cloth.
microfiber cloth. Yeah.
Or an
Good job.
eyeglass cleaner?
I mean, there's no reason to use anything harsh on it because it's just sitting there on a display. It's collecting dust, which also will scratch as you rub on it. But there's
Mhm.
no reason to put anything on there. Just you're not cleaning off a grill. You're cleaning off, basically getting the polish back.
Mm-hmm. And you're not. And there's no need to protect it from the outside elements, which is what car wax is for.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So you don't need anything use that harsh on it. So
Yeah, I ran
a lot
out
of people
space.
forget how car polish works. It's supposed to take off layers.
Mhm.
It takes off that top layer, and you do it again, it takes off the next layer. Over time, your clear coating your car gets taken off.
Mm-hmm.
I ran out of space. I had to put belts on top of my cases.
There you go. Let's put you on full screen. See that again. He's trying to figure out how he's going to get those detols in his doghouse.
Yeah,
Just wait till he gets his IWGP version 4 in there.
right. I figured I could build a glass house.
I can't go all the way over to Greece just to clean my belts.
Gianni. Gianni, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the football helmet cases. I'm gonna start stacking them in the one corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had a detol if I kept my first few belts in, but I got so much dust in my house, it's ridiculous. But I got these here, and they don't hold the dust because it falls through there. But the top layer, I got the coins up there. They're sitting on glass, and the glass gets dusty.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, I
really
also was-
surprised because in my man cave, I don't really get a lot of dust in my man cave for some reason.
Well, I live on the edge of town. There's a wheat field across the alley from my house, so
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. Check that out.
I know I probably mentioned it on one of the other shows, but the U.S.
Oh, we got
spinner would be probably the last WWE belt I buy.
You looking to get it from the shop, Richard?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had a maker make mine. He did an excellent job. I could refer you to him if you want, or give you his name. And he did it really.
The reason why I want it is because I have the original, and then I have the signature series, the orange one.
Mhm.
The original one I have. The year it came out, I had it customized by Michael Todd
that's what I thought.
Anthony, and
Yeah,
Louis
Premier
Louis
Belt.
Louis Pinch did the stoning on it.
Okay.
Ben, I think he also made that that world. No, I got that from somebody else. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Wyatt.
okay.
Okay. I'm starting to forget where I get these belts. That one I remember where I got it. But... Okay, let's see. Platinum sent me some pictures. I'm gonna show these off as soon as I get them uploaded here. That one. Got to make room in the queue. Now, last week I had, or not last week, the week before last, I had several guys send me pictures of their belts that they had or what they had coming, and Platinum sent me some pictures, or a picture of NWA tag that he had coming, and I'm gonna show that again here in a second. But he also sent me an updated picture, which is very, very nice.
That's what I'd like to see, guys. Send in your pictures.
Yeah,
let
we wanna
us see
show
your
these off.
collections.
That's
Let
what
us
the
see
group's
your
about. That's what
your
the podcast
belts
is about.
coming.
Okay, this is what he showed 2
Wow.
weeks ago. That's what he showed
That's
2 weeks ago.
nice.
Yeah.
This is an updated picture.
Nice. I like
that's
the
one of
black
my-
with the banners.
That's what I got. That's what I got.
That's one of my favorite belts in my collection, right there.
That's almost
Road Warrior-
identical to mine.
That's the
Hold on,
Road
I'll show you.
Warriors version right there.
Hey, I got one of those.
I do too.
I do too.
I do 3.
Great belt.
Yeah, it is.
It's heavy too.
It is.
I mean, it's got everything.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I even got the same. I think I got the same logo plate.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 more belts I got to display. They're in my
I got-
case.
I won this one in the giveaway. I actually won this one.
Wow.
I didn't. That's not kayfabe. I actually won this one.
Congratulations. That's a heck of a win.
Yeah.
6. I thought you didn't be able to 7.
The Going Broadway podcast.
Okay.
I want to put my promo titles in a separate case.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting. None of the NWA belts actually had the logo plates, but they look so nice. I didn't fight it when the maker said, "Well, you want the logo plate?" So yeah, I had, on my TV, on my tag.
I think
And-
it makes it unique though.
It,
You
yeah,
know?
it dresses it up.
It gives it that class.
Compliment. Yeah, I agree.
Especially the way Mark re-leathered my TV and then he went around the logo plate.
Yeah. Mhm.
24.
Oh, man.
24, Gianni. Well, 25 because I had some leftover pieces, so I got 25. That's where I keep my record albums. Okay, let's catch up.
I'm looking forward to those U.S. plates coming in, and hopefully they're spelled right.
I found one that somebody was selling today that had
That's
the same
right,
issue as
Ben.
had.
I remember.
And I looked at it. I thought it was the same belt, but I could tell by looking at it
No,
that
it's
it
not.
wasn't.
I told you guys what I'm doing with that one.
You told me and I forgot. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take it to Charlotte. I'm gonna have everybody autograph it. I'm gonna give it to Karen McDaniel.
That's
Oh, that's
Who-
right. Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
Was in the span of just like 5 years, 6 years, and then she was also lost Wahoo, who was her husband, and Wahoo was the U.S. champion. So I kind of wanted it to represent all 3.
Wow.
very nice.
okay. I think Platinum. I think they were asking who made your NWA tag. Go, Chris.
Hey,
A little
Chris,
late. He's a little late.
better late than never.
Yeah, better late
What's
than
up,
never. Yeah.
Chris?
Chris Thermo.
Oh, I think-
I gotta just tell you guys how much I appreciate being on this with you guys. It's fun to be able to talk wrestling and belts and
Yeah.
just have
Well, I
have my buddies there.
I always look forward
That's
to when you-
awesome, man.
I
Having
always
you on. It's good
I always
talking to
look
you.
forward to when you come on, Russ.
I wasn't planning on talking a lot tonight, but because I got the cough, I got the crap. in the
Hey,
head.
like I told Mark, I'm learning the older stuff from you guys.
Oh,
My memory is very faint with it because, like I said, it was when I was really young. So I'm watching it all now and catching up to it.
Mhm.
like I
Damon,
said,
sorry, go ahead.
I like the old stuff more than the new stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you believed in it.
Damon, yeah. Damon, I think I was told that Mayon made it, and I assume that's Mayon Madasser. He does really good work. I got 3 belts by
He
him.
does, and he's
That
great. to
TV
deal
belt he made, that NW tag, and I got a WCCW American he made. So
I got an
Mayon's
AEW from Jim Prendergast,
Yeah.
who works with Mayon. He sold me an AEW, and it's friggin' awesome. And that guy's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Mayon's known for AWs and IWGP V4s.
Mm-hmm. He's a pleasure to deal with. He's a great guy, great young man.
I think if I
Gianni,
get
you
the
want-
B4, that's who I'm going with.
Gianni, you want a link? It's like,
X-Man's good to deal with. I like X-Man and Chris and Nick. I get along good with them.
I got
Jackie
an
John.
MLW. I think it's a tag from X-Men. It was pretty good. I got it in a trade. I think I traded the very first version of the AEW Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going to show off something else, and Richard made this for me, and I had it up in the corner for a brief time, but he made a new logo for the group, I guess.
All in fun. It needs a little tweaking, but Mark likes it.
Yeah, I love that
Richard,
that
The Leafs.
I saw this, and I was going to ask you about it, but I forgot. Now, could you take like the guy in the center and maybe put Kevin Von Erich doing the claw guy in the middle of those 2 guys?
Oh.
Could that be done?
I might be able to. I told Mark all those pictures were dark, like silhouettes. I turned them into a negative. That's how I get them on the Shield.
Looks really nice, Richard.
you talk about this one right here.
Yeah, Kevin doing the claw.
Well, what I suggested, because it's about belts, I thought about taking the wrestlers out, put a couple of belts in there.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they would look.
Or you could put Kerry holding up the NWA title.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I could do that. I could probably make it into a silhouette and have it where you see his picture holding the belt up.
Do it
When I
like
hear
Believe it
this,
or not,
like the Mid South logo.
Right.
just send me that picture. Believe it or not, I did that all on my phone.
When I hear the theme song, the things I picture, from, because I think of the world class opening. One of them is the Von Erich's doing the triple drop kick,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is Kerry pressing Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I think of, just because I'm a lifter, so whenever I would get in the ring and I would do stuff, and I only got to do it in practice. People don't understand how hard it is to press somebody.
Yeah.
And even like one of my buddies who was a cruiserweight, I mean, I could get him up pretty easily, but I mean, it's not easy to control somebody moving and then get up. So when you would see Dr. Death, or Road Warrior Animal, or Luger do that, and those guys are sweaty and big, and oh my God, that's just amazing, the control.
What you could do is do a split screen up there in that Shield, and do like the top picture of Kevin doing the claw, and the bottom picture is Kerry holding up the NWA belt.
Or you can, because that Kevin one is side by side.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
can
could
do
have two
that.
different.
Just send me the pictures, and
Okay.
I still have with Wide World of Belts, but the badge is blank, and then I could do that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have Wide
Kind
World
of
of
weird
Belts.
how you can do it with your phone now, right?
Wide World
I
of
don't,
Belts.
I don't have that ability, but
And then at the
Gianni's.
bottom, I am your champion. A nod to Gino.
Yeah. John said it needs to be a shirt, and actually I was talking about that, and I'm working on that, but I'm having some trouble, and I was going to see if I could get Ben to help me with that. He gave me a start, but I ran into a glitch.
I think
But-
Please don't be black.
the picture of Gianni and Vince needs to be on a shirt.
Yeah. No, I want to work on
I
some
think
shirts.
Mark wants to do it. Mark wants to do it in white, like the original.
Well, this
The
one,
white
this
and
one right
black.
here, oops. This one right here can be different colors because you can do it on different color shirts. Like you could do yellow for a blue shirt or
you can
red
do it.
for
Great.
a white shirt.
Possibilities are endless.
But
Just take
I
the
need
white
somebody to
out
help
and-
me. Well, what I need first is somebody to help me take that white out of the background because I need a transparent background, and I can't figure out how to do that.
I've tried.
But yeah, somebody else out there has some knowledge about graphic arts. Maybe they can help me with that. But I thought about doing. Whoops, I keep doing.
Oh, it's all about taking the white out. I got it.
Yeah, I thought about taking the this and putting it like on the up on the breast of the shirt where a pocket would be, and then put the other one on the back of the shirt.
That could be cool.
Or they could be two separate shirts. Either one.
Yeah, when I have some downtime, I kind of mess around with logo creating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're looking at my downtime this week.
Nice.
And then
Mark
the
was
Charlotte
away when I
show-
did that. I sent them that, and I'm like, look at these when you get home.
I loved them. Yeah, he sent those to me when I was at church camp last week. So.
The show in Charlotte, The Gathering, if you guys get a chance to check out teamartpromotions.com. The Gathering is, a continuation of the old NWA Fan Fest. It's going to be huge. I mean, Nate the Great, you guys know who he is, Nate Lawson? He started off as a fan. He came to the show, and he got involved in this promotion where he lives, I think in Arkansas, Oklahoma area. And he started as a fan. Now he's wrestling on the show.
Oh, wow.
So he's going to be there. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of guys are going to be there. Andrew Anderson from New York.
Somebody else more try to get on the show is Andrew Anderson.
I
I
have
think
a
Marrow's
friend of mine that's going to the other gathering.
Mark Marrow's going to be there.
Or you
It's gonna
saying
be
before
big.
that wrestling?
That day,
A friend of mine he's wrestling now, just started wrestling in the Indies. He's going to the Gathering of the Juggalos. And he's got a tryout with them. And he's got
You're
that
saying-
clown. He's got the clown gimmick. He's a promo artist
Ah.
that actually became a wrestler.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Were
I
you
was
saying
never
something
into
about,
the
I wasn't either. Were you saying something about Andrew Anderson, Rusty?
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine. He's from up north. He's real good
New
friends
York.
with Kevin Sullivan. And,
Greg Valentine.
we get
Greg
together.
Valentine.
He takes the place of Mark Lewin as the Purple Haze. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dory
Wow.
Funk canceled, Gianni. But I bought that NWA Holy Grail belt because I thought Dory was going to be there. And I mean, I've met Dory a few times. And guys like that is, he just gets amazed that people know who he is, outside of, I can remember when I met Lou Thez in 1999, I was 28 years old and I went up to him and I'm like, you were 7-time NWA world champion. You're a legit hooker, a shooter. And he's like, you know who I am? He couldn't believe that somebody so young knew who he was.
Wow.
That's why I'm reading up on my history. You know what I mean? Watching my history.
It's really cool to know and to read. And, I was talking to somebody the other day who I highly respect, who, let's just say, is kind of a podcast whiz. And I was talking to him and I said to him, when I know history, but I'm not any like you. And he's like, no, you got me beat, man. And I took that as to me, that was a huge compliment to hear that from him because I respect the guy so much.
I'll be right back, guys. Keep talking.
I had somebody knew I was a fan of wrestling, and she gave me a paperback book of the original Sheik.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, man, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I'm reading it, and I'm like, you don't know how, I'm a younger guy, and I didn't notice all the stuff when I watched it when I was younger.
Right.
Because you're not into it when you're younger. You're just watching it to see the fight. You're not watching it to actually see what goes into the match.
Well, like I would watch stuff and you see him climb the ladder or, try to get out of the cage. Like, why is he waiting? So even at a young age, you see it, but you suspend your disbelief. You're at that age where you don't get it. You don't see that part of it. And I know all these people go, I knew it was real when I was 8 years old. No, you didn't. It was just that. And one of my friends, he told me, he goes, yeah, everything was cool. We were going to the Night Center in Miami. And that was the summer where Hogan and Orndorff were going at it, 86. And he's like, I'm standing out there. We're going to pick up my grandmother. That's what he's telling me. He's going to pick up his grandmother. And I'm standing there and holy shit, if Hulk Hogan and Paul Orndorff don't come off the plane together in 86 and they're going to be fighting in the Night Center that night, he goes, right then I knew, okay, they're working together. And he was probably 17.
Yep.
I mean, I watch stuff today and I notice stuff that I didn't notice when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta
Because
play
now
it.
you know the intricacies.
Yeah. Like one of my all-time favorite matches is Starrcade '86, the Skywalker match.
Are you talking about the? Yeah, I knew
was
about
like,
that many years
that
ago.
match right there.
This is a picture I was
There you
thinking
go.
of.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
It's
That's
a
Chick
pity
Donovan,
about
though.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a pity.
That's-
If Kerry could have just kept it together, I think he could have been so dominant.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
You know, David was the
My
best
former-
one.
Yeah.
The
He would have
only
been the
thing that
best
would be
champion as far
hard
as heel.
Would be cutting everybody out and just having him. That would probably be a better picture.
That one there?
I'll tell you this. I
Yeah.
think Gino versus David for the NWA title could have been humongous.
Actually, I think this picture here is more iconic. If you could just cut,
Yeah.
vertical.
I just wish the Von Erich brothers could have had somebody to talk to for all the what's going on in their heads. Just
Well, they were probably tried to, but Fritz, Fritz
Yeah.
just let him do whatever. And I don't blame Fritz because, come on, they're all grown ass men.
Taker looked like he fit in that family so much when he was younger.
I think it's a lot like Elvis Presley. Even the guys around him told him, you need to stop doing this. He said, I need this.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Look at Austin. Austin even talks about how much he drank and how hard he ran. And so, and he realized, when he was done, how much he was drinking. Now he tokes a little bit to help get by on something because I'm sure he's in pain, but, when you look at the top draws ever that we, to me, the greatest draw ever ain't Hogan. It's not Austin. It's Andre.
Yep.
yeah,
Because
true.
people would go crazy for Andre. And I only saw him once in person. But as far as the crowd reaction, I mean, you can't equate 1984, 85 to 98, 99 because it was a different crowd set then. Kayfabe was still there.
Yep.
Austin coming out, but when Real American would hit, and go back and watch Hogan at the Spectrum or in Chicago, but then you look at Austin and some of those same crowds when that glass would crash and the crowds were bigger because buildings were bigger. And Austin sold far more merchandise, but everything was bigger then. It escalated by that point, and the business was bigger, and they had more shirts and they had different things, and so Andre is the number one on Mount Rushmore to me.
Well, Hogan said that when he first came out, he was the one that started his merch.
Yeah, with Vern.
Yeah. The only thing I got to tell you too is people think these wrestlers when they come up and they're famous and stuff. Some of these guys get into some severe depression too because they feel lonely. They just have the fans.
Mhm.
You know what
And
I
then
mean? People don't think about they're
then they're on
regular
the road.
people too.
Yes, Elvis was a big wrestling fan.
I did not know that. I knew he was a
Yep.
boxing
Yes, he was.
fan. But
I mean,
Yeah,
when
Chris,
you see these
send me a
guys
picture.
out,
Send me a picture, Chris, and we'll see that.
you see these guys out with their family or their wife at a restaurant. Don't walk up to them and ask them for an autograph.
Yeah, that's some
Well-
rare time that they have with their family.
As
Yeah.
bad
Like
as that
Matt Hardy
is,
and his wife. It happens to them all the time.
it's not anything compared to going to Arn Anderson's house.
Oh yeah, delivering a pizza
Yeah,
and
that
then
was
asking
terrible.
for an autograph.
That was
No,
terrible.
he took a belt. Took a belt
They
up there.
woke,
Yeah.
they went early and woke him up. I mean, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stay away.
And he's,
and-
he was good enough to sign it.
That's
he was
their
good
life.
enough to
Like
sign it.
like Rusty said a couple of shows ago, having a conversation with one of these legends, it means the world. But even a picture, if it's up to them, and if they're willing to do a picture, that's even cool. But
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
to sit there and talk to them for that 10 minutes, that's more than anything.
And you don't even have to talk about wrestling.
Yeah, just everyday life.
Whatever's on TV in front of you, and if they say, and you say, hey, would you mind if I took a quick picture with you while we're watching? And if he says, yeah, cool. But if he says,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to do that, don't get mad. You had
Yeah.
time with him that you don't, nobody gets. And then don't try to take your phone over here and sneak one because then they're going to be pissed off.
Oh, that I don't like. Like that one
Yeah.
kid did in India when John Cena went over there. Then he asked
You know,
him for permission after he videoed him.
Show
then you-
respect.
You didn't expect
Yeah.
John Cena to get angry with you that you did it without his knowledge.
Yeah. These wrestlers don't owe you anything.
No, they don't.
They don't owe you anything.
They owe you when they're in the arena.
But
Yeah.
not, they're on
When
their
you
own
pay your
time.
ticket.
That's my biggest pet peeve is when they're out with their significant other and people just walk up to them. You know what I mean? I'll give you a for instance. I was at a nightclub one night. This was way back in the day where Michael Moore was the WBA heavyweight champion.
Where do you live?
I'm in Boynton Beach.
What club?
Boca. Club Boca. Well, I
Sorry.
was sitting there. I
know that
was
club.
actually back in the day. I was a DJ. Okay, long story short, I was sitting just left of him, and I'm in the champagne, sitting there in the VIP section. So this guy taps me on the shoulder, and he's talking to this girl. He goes, "Hey, my man, you know who I am, right?" And I'm looking at him, and I came eye to eye with him. I said, "You're the champ. You're the heavyweight champion of the world." And she looks at me and looks at him. I didn't ask for an autograph. We were sitting there drinking.
Yeah.
So at the end of the night, he goes, "You want to take a picture?" He goes, "Here's my autograph." He goes, "You got it because you waited to the end of the night." Everybody came up to me when I was trying to relax.
That was why I got the stuff from Mero, because I didn't bother him.
And it was awesome, though. It was an awesome experience.
My buddies and I ran into Arn Anderson after WrestleMania 25 in Houston. We were in the airport that morning, after Monday Night Raw, and there's Mark Eaton, there's Arn Anderson, and a whole bunch of the guys. And he was just walking along. I went, "Hey," he starts talking to us. "Did you enjoy the show?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he just started talking. He was just chit chatting with us, and he was on my flight back. I went through Atlanta, so he was on my plane, and he was a couple rows up from me. And we were getting off the plane, and I saw him in the thing. He was standing in the terminal. I said, "Hey, thanks for everything, man." He goes, "Oh, you're welcome. You like the show?" I go, "No, I mean for everything else." And I think that kind of when it hit him, like, I'm thanking him for the Horseman. I'm thanking him for Super Brawl against Bobby Eaton, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make you laugh. I worked at a hotel, and I told this story a while ago.
I can't see who that is.
James Bone Crusher Smith. That's his business card.
Nice.
Chris Thermal sent me a picture, but it came in as a PDF, so I'm trying to convert it so I can show it on screen.
Funny is the business card is a picture of Mike Tyson giving him the left hook knockout.
Hey, but what a best way to give you that than getting knocked on your butt by Tyson? People will remember that card, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you idiot. Okay.
I was the only one that recognized him in the lobby. He was using a computer.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't recognize him if I saw him.
Me neither.
I walked by him twice and I was looking. So he goes, I mean, his hand was bigger than my head.
Oh yeah.
He goes, "You know who I am?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Who am I?" I said, "You're the guy Mike Tyson knocked out."
Hey, at
He
least
pulls
you're
out
on.
his business card and he goes, "Are you talking about this?"
That's awesome. You know what? Capitalize on your biggest thing, no matter how negative it may be.
Yeah.
If Holyfield was smart, he would have had pictures of Tyson biting the shit out of his ear and sold that.
Yeah.
Why not make
Hey,
money
there's
on
Mark
the guy?
Levert.
That was a marketing strategy.
That's right.
Have a Vander Holyfield's beef jerky.
Well, think of this.
It's a little
Dennis
tough
Rodman
on the
was a
ears,
great
but
player.
it's good.
Dennis Rodman was a great player. He
Okay,
didn't start getting crazy and everything until he dated Madonna, because Madonna
yeah.
told him any press is good press. So he started acting crazy, and then everybody was all over him,
Mm-hmm.
just like Madonna.
Yep.
Okay, first of all, Gianni sent me this picture of a book. I don't know why, but it's about Memphis merch.
Is that by Mark James? Yep.
Yeah, Mark James and Jim Cornette. Yeah. Now Jim
Oh, wow.
Cornette's house is a library.
That was back when Hogan had the V with the chest hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Mushroom.
And he had hair on top.
Right?
Yep.
And then Chris Thermo sent me a picture of a concept NWA title Dome Globe.
Oh, wow.
That looks kind of like the big green.
It
Yeah, it
does.
does.
It looks like a combination of them.
Interesting, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The side plates need to be bigger, more rectangular.
Either way, you like the big green, yeah, but they only had like 4 of those. I think the big green had like 12.
That's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Chris, when you get that made, I want you to come on the show and show that belt off.
Definitely.
Let's see.
I want to see that.
I'd love
Or
to
send me
see what
pictures
kind of
either way.
leather he's going to put on that.
You could probably
Or
do the
send me-
wording. You could probably do the wording almost the same as on the Dome Globe, and it'll probably actually make it pop even more.
That's a very interesting concept. I'm curious to see how it turns out. Did I miss Jason Cortez?
Yeah, we must have. Hey, Jason. You
Jason,
must
if
be
you're watching,
watching
hello.
on YouTube.
I've been back and forth on stuff, and I may have missed comments. I'm a little rusty tonight. Not that rusty.
I'm rusty.
That's Rusty. That's Rusty.
Yeah.
I'm rusty.
But anyway, hello, Jason. Jason's a good friend. Oh, okay.
Well, thank you, Chris. I try to be an innovator and that sort of thing. No, I'm just
Yeah. I have what do I have on order? I have NWA National, which is like the NWA TV order from Unique. I set a place for that, and I also ordered a Hogan 86. And I'm not a Hogan 86 guy, but he did such a good job on him.
Yeah,
There he
that's
is.
one I didn't care for, and then I saw somebody was making it, and I got it, and I love it. It's got the Hulk Hogan the belt, the tip with his name on the end of it.
Oh yeah,
I got two Reggies.
but I'm probably gonna re-leather it and sell it. So
I want the
that'd be-
big green.
I have two Reggie Hogan 86s.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, one's logo and one's not logo. One's WW, the other's WWF.
Hmm.
Who the hell cares?
There you are. There you are.
There you go, Gianni.
Just for you. Just for you.
Mark loves that. We'll be talking back and forth by talk message, and my phone always goes off. Mark starts
Right.
laughing.
Right at the very end of his messages, he'll be right in the middle of the thought. Oh, by the way, I
The
guess
funny-
go, oh my God, who the hell can and it cuts
The
off?
funny thing is being in the store with your wife and she's talking to you about something and it goes off and then one of the stranger lady walk past looking at you giving the evil eye. I'm like, it was my phone, not me.
My text
Told
tone
you.
used to
Sure it
say,
was.
well, mine used to say, it was Roger Moore. It says, my name is Bond, James Bond. And I was standing at a urinal in McDonald's one day, and a guy in the urinal next to me, and it went off. And he looked at me and like, I.
Hey, you guys remember the movie The Hangover, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where they pull up to the house and Bradley Cooper's like, paging Dr. Faggot, you know. Well, I had that as my brother's ringtone as a joke. 'Cause, you know, so I have that on the phone, and I'm like, well, I got to turn the phone down at work because I work in the hospital. I don't want somebody to hear that.
Yeah.
But I had just put it on my phone, and we were at a friend's house, and I had the phone inside charging because the phone was brand new. And that was the first ringtone I put in. So the wife comes outside. She goes, paging Dr. Faggot. Who's calling Dr. Faggot? I'm like, oh, my God. And I don't like that word, but that scene is just so funny, and it fits me and him.
Oh.
And just for years I had it, but like anytime I went anywhere, I had to turn it down because I didn't want somebody to freak out if they heard it.
Oh man.
That was random. I've got the ringtone of Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon 2, where he talks about the drive-through.
Okay.
Okay. But I've got that as a text tone, but I don't use it because I don't want that going off in church.
The
I
F
want
word.
Liam Neeson's the speech that you made.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want that
But
one.
I don't want. Don't ever go through the drive-through. You don't want to know why? Okay. Dave, you at the drive-through.
Every time.
Maybe you're gonna be miles away before you find out you got okay.
Yeah.
I'm not eating this tuna. Shut up.
Hey Ralph.
Hey, Ralph.
Hello, Ralph.
I'll be right back.
I
Well,
forgot
Ralph,
to
you can
turn
watch
my
the
phone
replay.
on and put it on vibrate at work. I was walking down the hallway and it went off. Walked past a resident. He's like, "What did you say?" I'm like, "Nothing."
Okay. Ralph, I'm sorry you missed the show. You can watch the replay. The first hour is dedicated to you. I'm just kidding. But no, sorry.
Yeah, you're an honorary member of the Vince McMahon Club.
There we go.
Just for being late.
But next week, I want to talk about the Freebird Von Erich feud. It won't take the whole 2 hours. I mean, it was a long feud, but
Yeah, I'm
want
gonna
these
watch
guys.
that tomorrow.
Yeah, better educate you. Yeah, but we do appreciate you tuning in if you are late. But you can watch the replay on Facebook and on YouTube. So
I got Ralph with my post yesterday. After my retirement speech, I posted a thing about selling my wrestling belts. I got it from Dustin King.
Yeah.
Ralph's like, "You got me."
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the one about the cleaning supplies. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Because it fit perfectly. Right after the retirement thing, I hit that, and everybody went crazy for it.
I want to take this opportunity. We're getting close to wrapping this up, but I want each of you that's watching, if you have not yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We get our views up. If you have friends that are interested in professional wrestling or in belt collecting, especially belt collecting, have them join the Facebook group Wide World of Belts and have them subscribe to the YouTube channel and have them watch the show. We have a good time. We like to talk about stuff. We might not be talking about wrestling or belts, so we get off on the rabbit trails. So
It's Rusty 007.
yeah.
Shake it, don't stir.
Got him good, yeah. I am not leaving the hobby. I have no intention of leaving the hobby. I do have intentions of completing my collection, and after I do that, I'm about 2 or 3 belts from doing that, and after that, I'll probably be buying and selling, releathering in between, just to kind of stay in the hobby and just want to kick back and enjoy my belts. So
I said that about 20 belts ago.
well, I'm running out of room, and I'm gonna have to stop because I ain't got nowhere else to put them.
I said that 20 years ago.
Well, you're a single man too, so
Well,
Who,
or
me?
it'd be like
No,
Carmine.
no.
Carmine's got over 200 belts. Yep.
yeah. But there's only so many belts I want anyway, and these are the ones that I want. So
I just, I
I'll
find I'm just like so enthralled with it. Like when I get one, like Mark said, reminds him of his youth and what you loved about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the newer ones, like the V4 and the V1 and the IWGP and the V3. The one that looked like the castle sucked. I hated that one. I don't want one.
Yeah.
Even though I know like Scott Norton held it and Kensuke, was it Kensuke Sasaki that held that?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of New Japan.
Hashimoto held it too, I think.
Okay.
Rusty, let me ask you a question. Why
Yes,
isn't
sir.
Why isn't Hulk Hogan's name on the V4 IWGP?
Because back then it was a tournament.
Ah, thank you.
Tournament.
I
It
didn't
wasn't
know.
the title. I think he was. I can't remember if him or Inoki was listed as the first champion, but I think Hogan
it's
won the
Inoki.
tournament and had the belt, and then they decided it was going to be a title, and then Inoki won it.
Okay, because he's not on
If I
my bill.
remember correctly. Yeah,
Okay.
if I remember correctly, because that was in '83, I think, right before he was WWF champion.
Okay.
Did
Ralph,
you guys
take a
see
big
that?
hit.
I don't know if somebody actually had it made, but it was a concept belt. I think it was. It was the Big Eagle with the IWGP looked like side plates. It almost was like the same style with the names on who held it. I forgot what group it was
You
in.
talking the IWGP Junior Heavyweight? That's got the title holders on it too.
Yeah, it was the WWE Big Eagle, but it had the style of the side was like just like the IWGP where they did the names on the plates
Right.
of who held the title. I thought that was pretty cool. That was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the state of wrestling has changed so much because if you remember back when Hogan won the title in '84, he was known as the 9th WWF champion. Think how many guys have held it since then?
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Shoo.
That belt
Yeah.
jumped around so many times, and now there's 2 titles.
I think it should come back to one title.
Yeah.
The
Well,
tag
the thing
titles
is, there's
too.
2 shows.
Yeah,
There's 2
two
shows.
major
That way, not everybody has to travel. It gives you more TV time.
Yeah.
They were down here Sunday, and my wife's like, "Are you gonna go?" I'm like, "No." And they were doing buy one get one.
Platinum, I agree with you. That is a really nice belt. It just doesn't make sense. You got 2
Right.
Pacific countries on a Atlantic belt. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a beautiful belt. It really is, just like the AEW women's. It's beautiful.
I
Yeah,
like
but
the
they look too much
design,
alike.
but I agree.
Look, they look too much alike.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my
Now,
my
what
fire
were
department
what was your thoughts on the original women's title?
The Milliken made, I liked it. It was tiny because it was meant for the women. You know, now the second version looked almost the same. It was a little bit bigger and it stood out more.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like the
I
one.
mean, I can't say I hated it, but it went away real quick.
But the new TBS title came out, and because that was bigger, that's why they had to go and make the belt, the ladies' champion belt, bigger.
Probably
because-
so.
Well, the one that Moolah held, that Wendy Richter held, they were what I
Yes,
call
Ralph, we heard
dainty
that.
belts.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Come on.
we're going to be out of time to talk about that, but we may
The
talk about
greatest
that.
women's belt of all time is the butterfly belt. Nobody can deny that.
Oh, the Divas title.
Absolutely love it forever. It's the greatest title ever.
I bought one and I got rid of it because I thought the wife would get into the hobby with me.
Yeah.
You tried.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Ralph, when you get, I want to maybe get you on the show, or maybe have you send me pictures of those belts you got. He got 9 belts from Unique, and I want to see those belts. So either you can come on, or send me pictures. We'll be able to show them off. So, but we're
Women
3
have
minutes
to
away
have
from our
something.
deadline, so we're going to have to wrap this up.
No, I've only had like one glass. What are you talking about? Platinum? Come on now.
Him and Gianni both said you're drunk. So,
I ain't no rookie.
You
Yeah,
just shook
come
the
on.
thing up.
but we do have a guest planned for 2 weeks, right, Richard?
Yeah. I believe
Louis?
it's the 28th, right? Thursday the 28th.
Okay, yeah.
Very cool.
And he's stoked to
Okay.
be on the show. I'm
Good.
I sent
Good.
him the link to the YouTube and stuff like that so he could watch.
Okay, cool. That'd
When
be
I get
great.
the plates, I get the plates from Unique. Mark will get those. If I get the tag belts first, I might not be able to be on the show depending when I get them, but I'll definitely send Mark pictures and to show everybody.
Okay. But we're going to get off here for the night because I got to take some medicine. I'm trying to lick this. I got to be done by Saturday so I can go to Oklahoma City and pick up some leather. But I want to thank everybody for watching the show tonight, for joining us, for sharing some of your pictures with us. Be sure to tune in next week. We're going to talk about the Freebirds and Von Erich feud from World Class in the 80s. I'm going to have to study up on some of the things I forgot about, but
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
that's, in
Get
my
Dave
opinion, one of
Miller
the greatest
for that.
feuds of 80s wrestling, if not the greatest.
Dave
got my
Miller was
homework.
good for that.
Yeah.
He was there for a lot of it.
But and we're going to have a guest in 2 weeks, so you don't want to miss that. Knowing Lou Bruno, this is going to be entertaining, but
He's a big boy, guys.
he's a big boy, and oh man, yeah, but a real nice guy. So, thank you again for watching, guys. Stay on after the credits. We'll chat for a few minutes. But again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Join us next week, and we will see you next week. Let me find my credits. Here we go. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, guys, you guys stay
everybody.
blessed.